I'm fuming. I'm absolutely fuming. No intro. You know what I'm going to say. Go down, drop a like on the video. No intro. Denmark won. England won. Genuinely an embarrassing display from England. And that goes for everyone. Zero tactical ideas, outfought, outclassed, outworked by Denmark. Denmark had more passes, more corners, more shots on goal than England. We've got a £1 billion squad, a £1 billion squad. Some of the attacking talent that can't even get into this team. The likes of Cole Palmer can't even get in his team. The likes of Anthony Gordon, they would have done better than out there today. Harry Kane. I love Harry Kane more than anyone, but zero press in this England team. Foden looked lost. Saka didn't look himself. He wasn't beating his man. Bellingham nowhere near the level of his previous performance. The double pivot of Trent and Rice didn't work. We can't play it out from the back. Our best player on the pitch today was Gahey. Big up to Gahey. You know, Mark Gahey, genuinely for me today, was unbelievable. You know, the goal comes from absolutely out of nowhere. You know, no pressure on the ball, no player within 2 or 5 yards, 10 yards. Just said, you know what? Have a shot. Have a shot. You know, keeper's got more chance getting a hand on a flipping sun. Embarrassing. Absolutely embarrassing. The 2 games we've played in this tournament, Serbia and Denmark, I'm going to be honest, we have not been good at all. We score a goal, we play lovely football till we score, and then we sit back and go, do you know what? Come at us. Come at us. We're happy to play in a low block system. We've got a defence of Kieran Trippier, who's won major honours at Atletico Madrid. John Stones has won 4 Premier League titles. Kyle Walker's won 6 Premier League titles. And Gahey, a new defender on the block. We've got a midfield of Declan Rice, £100 million Declan Rice, £100 million Jude Bellingham. Trent, who's probably worth about 70 million in this market today, £100 million Harry Kane, and Foden's probably 130 million. Saka's probably 130 million. We got a 6 to 700 million pound 11. Then on the bench, you got Ollie Watkins, you got Jared Bowen, you got Eze, you got Gallagher, you know, you got Anthony Gordon, you got Ivan Toney, and we suck. We are terrible, absolutely terrible. The goal comes from some good play down the right-hand side. You know, Trent plays a lovely ball over the top, kind of playing that quarterback role. Kyle Walker does not give up, runs and runs and runs, puts the cross into Harry Kane, finally gets some service and puts it in the back of the net. But I'm going to say something. Harry Kane, when we're in a team that plays a low block, Harry Kane, for me, as much as I love Harry Kane, the downfall is there is zero press. As soon as Watkins come on, you got that running behind. You got that quick turn of pace. You got that someone who runs like a dog, an animal, keeps pressing. We have zero press from the front. At times we're so congested in the middle, then at other times there is zero pass in the middle. This formation, when Harry Kane drops deep, the idea is, I've seen this year after year at Tottenham, and I've watched it this season at Bayern Munich. When you've got the likes of Serge Gnabry, Coman, and Sane making attacking runs, when Harry Kane drops deep into that little pocket, the quick turn and the ball over the top, it works. It worked year after year after year with Son. Kane into Son on the money. Bees and honey. With England, we've got Phil Foden playing left wing, but then he's given a free roam role. We haven't got a left back, so we're forced to place Kieran Trippier there, and he doesn't overlap, which doesn't help Foden. Our best play comes down the right-hand side. You got Saka there and then Walker on the overlap. That works. That's absolutely brilliant. On the left-hand side, non-existent. So Foden has to come into the middle, which means we have zero width on the left-hand side, which then means Saka's got to come in, and the width comes from our fullbacks in Walker and Trippier. Trippier didn't get forward this game. In the previous game, he was playing like a left winger. There is absolutely zero consistency. Fair play to Gareth Southgate. I'll give him his due. Fair play. He changed the entire front three. That takes cojones from a manager. You know, he subbed off Harry Kane around the 70th minute. I think it was the 70th minute. 68th, 70th minute. He brought on Ollie Watkins. He took off Saka, brought on Eze. He took off took off Phil Foden, brought in Bowen. That takes cojones from a manager. But then we go from playing in it like congested football to playing a long ball. We're playing a long ball to Ollie Watkins, who can't win a header in the air. We've got Harry Kane who can win a header in the air. Why do the swap? There is zero tactical. I don't even know. We've been outclassed by Denmark. You think back to the last Euros, won the first game 1-0, drew the second game. In the group stages, we are diabolical to watch. Genuinely, Romania have played one game and scored 3 goals. The Spanish have played one game, scored 3 goals. You know, we've been literally outclassed, outfought. They were more determined. We were booed off by our own fans, booed off at the Euros by our own fans. That is how much of a disgusting performance that is. And then Kyle Walker comes out afterwards, and I'm thinking, you've won 6 Premier League titles. You're a leader in the dressing room, and he says we're undefeated. You should be going, no, Kyle, that wasn't good enough. We need to go again. We need to go back to the drawing board. We need to find another way of playing. The best managers in the world have always done the same thing. If plan A doesn't work, plan B better come into fruition. When plan A doesn't work with Gareth Southgate, I don't even think we have a plan A. Plan A is score, sit back. And we're sitting back against Denmark. Denmark had 51% possession against us. Denmark, who couldn't even beat Slovenia in their first game. And as it stands, we are top of the group, but we also drew. You know, the Germans have already scored 7 goals this tournament. Romania scored 3 on their first game. Switzerland scored 3 on their first game. Germany put 5 past Scotland. It is diabolical. And I don't know what the quick answer is. I don't know what the answer is. But right now, the one thing is for sure, something has to change. There's got to be another way of playing. We've got to go back and think, hang on, what worked in our previous tournaments? In the knockout games, we put 4 goals past Ukraine, we put 2 goals past Germany, and we beat Denmark. And in the group stage, at least we were keeping clean sheets. We conceded an absolute rocket from about 25, 28 yards out. 0 press on the ball. We just say, do you know what? Get the shot away. Get the shot away. Why not? Why not? Why not? We've got nothing to lose. Get the shot away. He gets the shot away, catches the keeper off, and we lose. Like, all jokes aside now, that right there as a performance collectively, in terms of the pressing from the front, in terms of the creativity from the midfield, in terms of playing it out from the back, for me, if we didn't have Gahey in that team, everyone questioned about, can he do the step up from Harry Maguire? Is he good enough? Well, we've just seen it in there. He was exceptional. More recoveries than anyone on the pitch. You know, I thought he was absolutely brilliant. But I'm not gonna lie. I am that football stinks, man. It absolutely stinks. And we're going into the last game of the tournament. And all we got to do is get a draw and we've qualified. But does that gives me that just tells me, are we going to draw? You know, we've played 2 games with an up front of Harry Kane, with Foden, with Saka, with Jude Bellingham, with Watkins, with Bowen, with Eze, and we've scored 2 goals. We've scored the same amount of goals as Denmark and Slovenia. You know, Denmark and Slovenia have scored the same amount of goals as us. And I get my hopes up every year. Every single year. It's coming home. It's coming home. World emotion is blasting out of my speakers. And every single time it comes down to it, you know, this happens. Look, it's not over. It's not over until it's over. Of course, we can, you know, we could bounce back against Slovenia. I want to see a performance where we're scoring, you know, 2, 3, 4 goals, like the elite teams do. But this manager just gives me zero faith that when it comes down to these group stage games, that we are going to go out there and blow teams to smithereens. I'm not going to lie, guys. It doesn't fill me with a huge amount of confidence. We are terrible. Absolutely terrible. We're terrible to watch. We're terrible in possession. We're terrible out of possession. And I'm going to say it right now, and this might upset some people, but Harry Kane, I don't think should start against Slovenia because it's going to be another low block. We need energy. I would honestly switch things up. Give Bowen some game time. Let him start. You know, give Watkins at least shows the heart, the determination to run, 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 run. But look, I'm out, guys. I'll see you in the next one.